Hello everyone, and welcome to ETCV 614, Emerging Technologies, the summer version. So let's take a quick look at the course.
I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to get out, and I mean now. If you can't, God be with you.
Now wait a minute, that can't be right.
You got 20,000 people. You got no more boats. You don't have enough guns.
If we do this my way.
Nah, that's not it either. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look at the course. The first thing you'll notice is we are going to be using Google Sites for the course content and a software package called Piazza for the discussions. Now, the majority of you took classes from me last semester in which we used Piazza, so hopefully you'll be familiar with this format. However, I know that Piazza is different in terms of a discussion tool, so if you have any issues with it, please make sure that you contact. Now, it turns out you can also contact Meredith Parker, who is a student in the ETCV program. She's taken 614 before and is going to be helping me with this class. So she'll be available for questions, and she'll also help to moderate the discussions. You will receive an invitation from me to join this site. I do it off of your email.arizona.edu. So if you do need to join the site using another email, you're going to have to request permission. To get started, you'll want to start with Start Here. There are some things that you'll read through in the Start Here page. Then you're going to make sure that you read through all of the sections of the syllabus found under the Course Info tab. It's up here. You'll also look at how to navigate the course and information for the online meetings. We will be having an online meeting on Wednesday evenings starting at 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock if we need to go that long. This course is based on the work of the New Media Consortium and the Horizon Project. This Wednesday, we'll have a member of the Horizon Project talking to us about how the Horizon reports are put together. I'll also be using these online meetings to answer questions. I am trying to arrange also a few guest lectures, and you will be using the online meeting tool for your final presentation. More on that as you go through the course. As I mentioned, we'll be using Piazza as our meeting space. You'll want to read through the forum section just to familiarize yourself. I've included a video on how to use Piazza. It does use different metaphors than you might be familiar with in terms of other discussion groups, so I suggest that you make sure that you review this video. Also, I've included a link that takes you directly to our Piazza meeting space. In the projects, you'll see the various projects in the class. Now, in the past, if you've taken a course from me, you'll notice the project due dates is missing. I have moved this to the course syllabus. So you'll want to make sure that you look at the syllabus and look at all of the project due dates. This is a summer class, and the expectation is that for every week of a summer class, you're doing about 3 weeks of a regular semester. So you will want to keep on top of all of the projects. And unlike previous courses that you might have taken from me, I am going to be much more strict on the due dates, because the Part Bs of several of the projects rely on you finishing Part A on time. Also, the I've Been Thinking About project is very time dependent. So if you have any issues keeping up with the class, please let Meredith or I know. Now, you'll want to go through each of the projects, but please make sure that you start very quickly on the I've Been Thinking About project. In this project, every week, starting June the 15th, 2 of you will facilitate a discussion in Piazza. You'll design your own question prompt and you'll post it. You'll then be responsible for making sure that the discussion goes forward. Each of you will also be responsible for responding to the question posted by your colleagues. So Aaron and Stacy, you're up June the 15th. David and Paul, the 22nd. Jonathan and Darcy, the 29th. And Mary, you have a short week. We end the 9th. So I have put you last, but not least, of course. and you'll have a shorter period of time, so I'm only going to have one discussion that last week. Now, if more students add the course in the next couple of days, I'll have to modify the schedule. Within the next few days, I would encourage you all to review all of the projects. I will be doing some proof editing in the next couple of days. So if you're into my extra credit of Turnabout is Fair Play, see if you can catch issues before I or Meredith do. Your assignments will either be submitted to the Piazza discussion folders, or in some cases, we may need to use a Google Drive. That will be dependent on the individual projects. I will also be using a status sheet again in Google Drive instead of a gradebook. I put a link to Google Drive. I can't do it to your specific status sheets, but this will take you to Drive so that you know where to go when you want to check on your status sheet. So we will be exploring a number of trends, challenges, and technologies as identified by the New Media Consortium's Horizon reports. You'll want to make sure that you review key trends and significant challenges fairly quickly in the course, because it does discuss what an emerging technology is, something that we'll be looking at throughout the rest of the course. So it's going to be a fun, action-packed, and adventurous 5 weeks. Make sure that if at any point you think you're falling behind, to contact Meredith or myself, because we'll make sure that you get through this course successfully. I look forward to working with each one of you.